Honestly, if I had a kid that screamed like that, I don't want to say it, but back at it. Yes. Oh, so anyway, I have spent the last couple of days just wasting my time. I was supposed to be studying for my GRE, but like I'm totally not in the mood for that, so I decided I'm not going to do that because that's just how my brain works. So I think I'm going to start that this afternoon. Instead of studying for my exam like I was supposed to, I just went online and I found this show. It's called The Wife Swap. It's like a show where they take women from two diametrically opposite families and then they switch the family. They should have called it parent swap. I mean, if you were swapping wives and then you were, you know, checking out the other wife and then you were like, maybe I like this wife better than my original wife. Yeah, makes sense. Like right now it's like a mum swap. You're replacing one woman's parenting style with the others.
Please don't take this the wrong way. Oh, probably will.
On the one hand, we have this super urban family and they're called the Duncan family.
Seriously cashed up. Duncan family. Fitness freak mum Tennille. Drill sergeant dad Rip. And their 6 private schooled goal-driven children.
And on the other hand, we have the Walker family. I'm just gonna call it now before I see it. But I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this other wife because I kind of like the first one. And I know how they're trying to set it up. You know, they're trying to show her to be extra privileged and cashed up so that we dislike her. But I have a feeling that they're trying to trick us and that the second one is gonna be the bitch.
Think about this for.
Meet the bus dwelling.
Alright, we can get out.
And nature-loving Walker family.
So you can be nature loving without being bus dwelling. I don't know why they said it like that. I like the nature. I like looking at rocks. I like dogs. I don't know why it has to be. Okay, if you're not living out there, you're not. Shut the fuck up.
Mum Angeline. Go with the flow husband Bob. And they're free-spirited.
How do they fit into that bus? You know, I get it. Maybe this is a lifestyle that appeals to people. But 8 children, that's a lot. 8 of them.
We started homeschooling 4 years ago. It's progressed to unschooling, which is a philosophy of letting the children learn about what they're passionate about.
You could do that while schooling too. I went to school, I still figured out what I'm passionate. Okay, maybe I didn't figure out what I'm passionate about, but you're not going to learn that by not going to school, right? What the? Unschooling can't be real. Hold on. This is not a real thing. Is it? I don't know.
But it is Bob and my dream, and the children are here for the ride.
That's just it though, isn't it? That's selfish, I think. You've been through the whole schooling thing. You have the basic tools that you need to live. And okay, for whatever reason you decided schooling wasn't for you. But to deprive your kids of that, you've taken away at least 80% of their choices of what they can do and they can't do. I mean, it's the way the world is set up. Unless if you're insanely privileged. If you're a billionaire and the same rules don't apply to you, great. But like for the rest of us, schooling is a way to participate in society.
The social experiment has begun.
Let's do it.
And the wives prepare to swap lives and families.
What sort of family do you think you're going to be? I don't know. Freaking out.
The husband didn't care. She's like, I'm freaking out. Okay. No expression.
Before they meet their new family,
They don't live in a bus, do they?
city slicker mum Tennille and free-range mum Angeline
Wow. It's pretty big.
can check out each other's home.
My gosh. They live in a bus?
You see, I don't like the way they're trying to show that this one is the judgmental mom. Like, I think that's the undertone they want us to pick up, but I'm not really picking that up.
Nice. It's just quite.
I don't like her posture. I don't like Abigail, Abby, Angeline. I don't like her posture. I don't know. There's something about it that's pissing me off.
What? Oh my god!
Okay, that is disgusting. I'm not judging. You want to live in a bus? Great, live in a bus. But what are these hygiene standards? Like, why is it that difficult to clean out a bus? Now, after checking out how the other family lives, moms have to, I think, sit down and they have to go through these bunch of rules that the other mom has written. For the most part, the rules are really random, but there's this one part where the rich mom has written that school is important, which I think is pretty basic, but this is how the other one reacts to it.
School is very important. Children learn social skills. They have to learn how to get along with different people. Why in the hell do people think that school gives us social skills?
Okay, no offense to her or her parenting style, but I mean, just thinking logically, wouldn't you think you'd get more social skills around other people? Like, what social skills are you developing living in a forest with your siblings, being unschooled? Don't you get social skills from like being a part of society? Is that just me?
You have a very tiny little window in recess that you can talk to friends, if you've got friends, if you've had time to make friends. I went through school without friends.
Okay, see, that's what I object to. Because everybody's parenting according to whatever they know, and they're, I'm sure, trying to do their best, I guess. But just because you went to school and you had a bad time of it, you don't just get to decide that you're gonna have 8 kids and not send any of them to school. Like, don't push that onto your kids.
I want my children to go, I'm not going to do that. You can't make me do that.
Yeah, except if your kids just keep saying that, then they're probably gonna grow up to be really terrible people, aren't they? At some point, you're gonna have to do something you don't like doing, and that's just life.
Being told what to do. Don't like being told what to do. I'll do what I want. I'm ready to go home. I know a lot is expected of me, and that's fine, but I don't deal well with, I don't know, expectations. I have my own expectations of myself, that's fine, but I don't like other people expecting me, having expectations of me. I find it quite stressful.
What is she crying about? This lady has been put in a house which is quite well kept. I mean, even if she didn't do cleaning she was doing for a couple of days, I doubt it would matter. And the only thing the husband has told her, not even told her, like the only thing she's expected to do is what, work out in the morning. Okay, I don't like working out, but like, I don't think that deserved such a sob story, right? What's the reason? Oh, I don't like other people having expectations of me. You have to give us a bit more meat than that if you want people to be on your side. You're crying for no reason.
Dad Rip is keen to get Angeline's thoughts on their family martial arts session.
So
you've heard about our martial arts?
yeah, I was reading the manual. It sounds horrific.
Where are her manners? Is this what unschooling does? You're there for a week, tops. You don't have to say anything, just have dinner. It's not gonna be your life permanently, is it? How does that happen? How do you go to someone else's house and give such an unfiltered opinion? My mom would have killed me. This dude is so shocked, like it's not such a big deal. On the other hand, what the rich mom is dealing with, the fact that they have a very unhygienic existence, I think they haven't cleaned out the bus in 5 years.
According to the household manual, Tennille has been designated the most unsavoury job of all. Emptying the Walker bus toilet.
That's foul. I would have thrown up. I don't see her crying. And the other bigger fact that none of the kids attend school, even though some of them want to.
Do you ever think you might be a little bit behind everybody else that has gone to school? I didn't go to high school, so...
And then they show a bunch of stuff like how they're adjusting to the family. Honestly, wasn't that fun, so I just skipped to the end. They have a sit down with both couples where they talk to each other about what changes they'd like to see in the family.
How do you raise 8 kids on a bus? Well, my space is outside, so I'm alright with that. Surely not.
I agree, surely not. And okay, maybe it's alright for you, but like, wasn't there that really tall kid who wasn't even fitting into his bed?
Obviously, coming from my home, big house. It was like going into an ulterior life that I used to think that I wanted, but no, it's not. No way would I want your life.
I think the vibe I get from Angeline is that she sort of did want that life. There's that insecurity that keeps seeping through all of the scenes that she's in.
Very well disciplined there, well trained children. Trained being the operative word, but yes.
Who says that?
Because none of them really liked martial arts, so I gave them a choice. Do they want to keep martial arts or not? democracy is in.
Okay, I guess Angeline's golden rule is that there's going to be democracy and the kids get a say in everything. And the first time that they exercise it, when she asks them if they want martial arts or not, and they say no.
Look, martial arts, I feel, is a whole separate issue. But as far as democracy, nah.
The rich mom's suggestion is that the kids should go to school. If I think about it, those seem like pretty reasonable suggestions. Like, yes, you should send your kids to school, especially since some of them want to go to school.
What I'm pro for is schooling. I couldn't get my mind around unschooling.
Yeah, me neither.
Sit down, quiet time, focus. that's your life. Okay.
Okay, this bitch is so irritating. That is, you can be polite about it even if you're never gonna send your kids to school because you hate school. Where are your manners?
Having little chats with the kids. Some very much missed school.
They don't miss school though, they miss their friends.
But
That's a bullshit reason, okay? Even if they miss their friends, that still makes you a horrible mom, doesn't it? Like, your kids want to go to school. How can you then say no school?
You've just turned this into a whole we don't do schoolwork.
I personally would like to see a few changes, especially with the basics like reading, writing,
I
maths.
don't think I'm keen on that actually. I don't.
I like the idea.
But that's my vote.
I think we need to sit down and have a chat.
No, I don't.
I don't want my kids to be one of those people that can't spell because it upsets me.
Whatever. Not concerned.
Okay, wow, that is such a bad attitude to have in life. Look, I like her husband. He's sweet. He's like, yeah, maybe we can have some basic changes. Maybe we could send the kids to school. Maybe I could earn some money because maybe that's something I want to do. And like, she is not open to a single suggestion that doesn't come out of her mouth. After they had that little sit down, and this woman, Angelina, is completely rude to everybody on the table, including her husband. They go back to their family and they have like a discussion on whether or not they'd want to implement those changes.
I like the idea of having like some sort of schooling for everyone, like just so that when they do eventually leave, they know what they're doing and all that.
He's so sweet. I like this kid.
big week, and I'm really angry that at the end of it you weren't supportive. Actually.
So you want me to disagree with myself?
No, I don't.
That is a good point. So why is her focus not on the schooling bit? You're not talking about the suggestion. The only thing you're angry about is that your husband didn't support you on that little table conference.
It might not be the best way.
You, darling, I'm talking. I respect you talking, and I'm going to talk.
Okay, sure thing, man.
She's essentially going on about democracy and about how they take a vote on every single thing, but like when it gets down to it, they really just follow whatever she says.
Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. Go for it, Ori. Go for it.
Dude.